Hello, Moses. Regards from Moscow. As you can see, it's great to have Starbucks here, and my name is written in Russian, so it's also kind of unusual on my coffee cup. I hope you are doing well. I really look forward to getting some feedback from you and questions if you give me more idea what you are really interested, so that would make my task easier. So I would like to talk today about Scorsese's Silence movie that I watched on my way here a couple of days ago. I read about that movie and I just thought that it might be very how naturally that sufferings and torture might be depicted very naturally. So, and since I'm kind of very sort of, I thought it might be difficult for me to proceed with this. But in any event, it was totally bearable. I mean, the way it was depicted. But also, I found this movie is very orthodox in its nature, very realistic. I don't know if you had a chance to watch it, but in any event, I think it might worth your while to watch it. And it's about two Jesuit priests who embarked on the mission to Japan. And eventually, two of them endured sufferings and torture because Christian religion was banned in the 17th century Japan. And one of the Japanese officials make a comment to somebody, to another Japanese fellow, saying that one of the priests, the last one, or like the second one, who basically is the major hero of this movie, he's a proud man, and therefore he's going to give up. And this was really $1 million thought in that movie, and that's what I mean. The movie is very orthodox, because humility is the only remedy from all faults regarding the faith. Doesn't mean that if you are humble, you won't give up your faith in circumstances like that, because every person has threshold of endurance, threshold of resistance. So therefore, I'm really not in position to talk about, because it's totally extraordinary. You cannot talk about anything like that. You cannot. So we just remember St. Paul's example from Gospels. But also, two Jesuits, one who abandoned the faith much earlier, and the second one, the one about whom I've been talking here, they somehow found mental reservation, and that's what we very often do to justify ourselves, our behavior. Basically, they decided that Christ was all right with abandoning him, and somehow they probably preserve inner loyalty to Christ. And that's basically what they were encouraged to do by Japanese, because they kept emphasizing that it's just formality. Basically, they don't really want them to reform, to convert in Buddhism, but they wanted them to just formally obey to the custom of the land, because there is also another saying there that Christianity is good for Spain, for Portugal, but it's not good for Japan. It's just something that is incompatible with Japan. And we do see how unfair the saying, basing on the fruits, on the labor of St. Nicholas of Japan, came in the 19th century. And people do appreciate it. People do appreciate to have the Orthodox Church there, I'm sure. And also the simplicity and the faith of just regular people who endured all sufferings. Also amazing. So this movie somehow resembles me The Mission with Robert De Niro, another movie about Jesuits that also has very strong Christian message, even the message that connects with persecutions in Russia, with the issue of Sergianism, with the issue of compromise and so on. So therefore, that's something I meant to share with you today. And regards from Moscow, I hope you're doing well. Thank you for your attention.